do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
You said it sound good?
It sounded good. Well, he did, of course. It's, it's Timberland. But damn, Timberland.
What's going to sound good is this announcement. I'm going to tell you a couple of them. Hello, Taste Tuesday. How y'all doing? My name is Jim. Some of y'all might call me Mr. Johnson. If you're younger than me, I'm definitely not Marty to you. Hi, Charlene. How are you?
Hi, Marty. How are you?
I'm good. Beautiful background.
Thank you.
Me and Lavelle got to step our game up. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Any exciting news you want to share about the new horizon around your way, Charlene? What's beautiful?
Got a lot of things in the works. Candylicious Dreams being definitely one of them that's finna take off. And I'm so proud. I'm so excited.
I'm happy. I'm truly, truly, truly happy for you. We're gonna get a lot of announcements. I'm gonna tell about y'all. Lavelle, how you feeling today?
Feeling great, man. Another Tuesday. Hey, it's booming. Let's get it.
I was looking to be seen, Charlene. You want to be seen tonight, huh? You were saying, right?
Yes.
Well, they don't want to be seen. I do. Yeah, what about you? I got
every Tuesday, you know what it is, man. Huh? Every Tuesday, we here.
Every last one of them.
Charlene, what news you want to share?
What news I want to share?
Yeah. Or let's build. We need to build at the moment. We need to build at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna build at the moment. Then we're gonna talk and all that stuff. I really, my friend's gonna be in it. Lavelle, I got something to tell y'all too. Take a wild guess what it is.
Wow.
Well, you can't tell it yet. We find this raggedy ass clip. Excuse me, Tatiana. No, this is your age. Look, I do cuss, so I'm so sorry. I cuss a lot. Lavelle, you cuss?
Yeah. Yeah, you cuss. Yeah.
So, no, okay, let me play a clip. Let me find a clip. Remember, this is still finish line season. This wasn't a clip I wanted, but let me save time and play something.
Voice first. I need your voice.
Ooh. So we hear some music. Exclusive.
Here we go, Ken. Cause my heart starts beating triple time with thoughts of loving you on my mind. I can't figure out just what to do when the cause and cure is you. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control, and something takes over me. In a daze, your love so amazing, it's not a phase. I want you to stay with me, by my side. I swallow my pride. Your love is so sweet, it knocks me right off of my feet. Yeah. Can't explain why your love makes me weak.
Charlene, are you gonna sing something? Charlene, what you gonna sing? So tell the audience what we're looking for tonight, Charlene. We're gonna get to Lavelle.
Say that again, Marty.
What are we looking for tonight, please?
You guys bring us your best. Okay? Bring us your best. Make sure you look the par.
Yeah.
Make sure that your attitudes are in check for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the music that you present to us tonight is the best of the best. If it's not, don't even waste your time with it.
It's that, Charlene. It sounds nice. Lavelle, this always happen here.
No, it doesn't always happen. But we've been doing great. A lot more people have been taking the show seriously, bringing their top tier attitude, top tier presentation. We're still working with the greatest, not the latest. But hey, man, it's been booming. So let's keep it going.
I want the music to be good. I want to give. We got some good housekeeping. We want to tell real quick. They sent me music already. Goodness. So do you want to tell our announcement first? We're gonna tap in. What up? If you want to take a road trip with us, it's lit. Right now, we're heading to the airport, but we can take a road trip coming to a city near you. For more information on the Marty A. Johnson Show, what's the website? They want to see past clips of the show. What's YouTube name?
Marty A. Johnson Show. Make sure you subscribe. All artists, man. Please send your greatest work, not your latest work to Marty A. Johnson Show at gmail.com. Tap on
You give me sugar, la la la.
Listen, if we got a hot event, we want to come. Meet me at Marty A. Johnson on everything. You know what?
Sound Factory. Tap into that. Get that music off the ground. Tap into that.
Yo, I'm about to vibe out. Remember, Tuesday night, 7:30. Terrell, where you at, Terrell? I gotta tell Terrell something. Last week we had Chanel Red come on the show. She has some exciting news that she wanted to share with the artist. Where's Terrell at? Terrell, look where I go. So let's get some housekeeping out the way, because it is finish line season. We tell artists all the time. There's two announcements, big announcement I want to make. So MIMS is coming on shortly. He actually checked the time. Jenny, Charlene?
Yes, he did.
So MIMS is coming on. So let's talk to let's tap in first. Then we're gonna get our announcement. What's up, Monica? Marty A. Johnson here, along with Lavelle and Charlene. We're still waiting on you. Come on the show and tap in with us. Charlene, do you like Monica?
Love her.
You sure you love Monica?
Yes.
But Charlene, we have an artist. Oh, this is one of my favorites. We have an artist named Charlene. We have an artist named Joy.
Okay,
He's doing her
Joyce.
rendition of Why I Love You So Much.
Okay, Joyce. Okay, Joyce.
That was a big one.
Huge one.
MIMS is here, getting it together. So MIMS, you know we building up the moment. So so look, what advice you give this girl here?
Make it your own. There's good renditions out there, so make it your own. That's all I can say.
Let's go. We don't hear this till win. And MIMS is next. We don't hear this till win. This is my favorite. Tap in.
Can it come up some more, Marty?
It's all the way up. That's her. Let me sing it then. You can.
Get it, Marty, get it.
Girl, do you need my help?
Cut.
You didn't. Don't get me started. Girl!
It wasn't a record.
Charlie, what happened to her? So we
Oh no.
Monica, we're waiting on you because we come to Atlanta frequently. Tap all the way in. Remember, this is Marty A. Johnson Show.
That part.
Okay, we got a couple announcements to make. We got big announcements to make. I want Mim to hear the announcement first, and then I'm letting Mims in. Okay, Sean, that's his real name. You know people. Sean, if you can see me, hear me, throw up the peace sign. Okay, he's ready. I was like, where's my buddy at? Because is he mad at me? No, I'm just. I said he haven't been here. So hold on. You know, this is for New York right here. Let me give a shout out to Swiss Beats, Marty A. Johnson here, Willa Bell and Charlene. You and Tim, y'all starting our verses all over again. And rumor has it, it's gonna be a showdown with Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. For those that don't know, newsflash, the Marty A. Johnson show is going to be there in September in Madison Square Garden. So, gentlemen, Diddy, you have an invite right here on the Marty A. Johnson show, because people that do not know, Bad Boy Records gave me my first start in the business with my first interview. And Atlanta, Georgia is a staple of the Marty A. Johnson show. So, gentlemen, all y'all have an invite to come here with us. Lavelle, wouldn't that be major?
That'd be fire.
Yes.
So, Charlene, for more information, if they're not familiar with us, what's the YouTube page?
You guys, on our YouTube, it's Marty A. Johnson. Marty A. Johnson. Go also to the website, martyajohnson.com.
Help her, please.
Marty A. Johnson Show. Y'all subscribe on the YouTube, man.
I got people from all over here because Charlene showing up because she got a brand new background. I'm at Look.
Okay, Marty, stop.
Okay. We're gonna have to do a new promo for that in a minute. First off, I literally had to do my homework because he's a real good supporter of the brand. I said, hold on, has MIMS been here more times than any celebrity guest? I had to tally it up just to make sure. And actually, you think so? Actually, he's not. He's number 2. I had to check. I said, hold on, I think MIMS been here longer than anyone. I said, no, MIMS is number 2 of the celebrity guests, but that's not here or there. So let's see what's going on. I'm letting him in right now. BTS, Marty A. Johnson here. What's your name?
I go by the name of MIMS.
Just say my name's Min. What's up? I go by. Tuesday nights where it's at, Marty A. Johnson Show. If you want to be a guest here on the show, Min, what do you need to do?
They got to hit up the email, martyajohnson4@gmail.com.
That's what it is. Charlene, can it be hip-hop, R&B?
Yes, hip-hop, all types of music, you guys. Send it on into martyajohnson4@gmail.
What can I say something? Send your greatest, not your latest. I say that right?
Yes.
Send your greatest, not your latest. Make sure it's good because they will let you know if it's hot or if it's not.
If it's hot, I can call him.
That's right.
That's it. And you never know. Sky's the limit. Top tier only. Marty A. Johnson on Tuesday nights where it's at. We'll see you there. So today we didn't have to call him because he's here today. So it's gonna be really nice. This gentleman here, people don't know, he's really a New Yorker to the heart. Someone asked me, is he from they said, is he from Texas? Is he from Chicago? He's from Florida. I said, no, his people's from Florida. He's a New Yorker. He dominated the charts. He worked with some of the who's in the business. People don't know that. LaToya Luckett from Destiny's Child. He worked with Marty Anthony Johnson, Snoop Dogg, KRS-One. Seriously, a lot of people didn't know them gems like that. He got his own plaque for days. Very busy behind the scenes, but I gotta get an update. Lord knows where he's at right now. Say what's up to men. What's up?
First of all, what up, everybody? So first things first is we need to change that because I need to figure out how to become the number 1 most featured guest on the show at this point in time. So we're gonna have to add maybe another 2 or 3. I don't know how many I'm far behind, but let's add another whatever that takes to make that happen because I need to be number 1.
Okay.
Second, Marty, I love the shirt, man. I love New York. I love the shirt. I love it. You know, Lavelle, what's up? Charlene, what's up? I see Charlene has a new name. Candelicious Dream. So, yes, shout out to Charlene. I like the new name.
Thank you.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, she's doing wonderful. Hold on, where you at with that blurry background? You about to close out another $1 million deal? We're about to get to shortly. Where are you at now?
I'm hiding. I'm in the basement hiding. My son is upstairs. And this is like my I would say man cave, but this is where I come to just get a couple breathing minutes of my time. So I said let me set up down here so I can speak to you guys without the chaotic child 3-year-old running around.
Daddy duties full time. So I respect that when it's family time. So I know we was just in New York not too long ago. We just missed you, but it's okay. You here? Look, you here now.
Here now.
The last time we saw you, I like that you're still touring, still doing shows. First, I'm getting to the other stuff in a minute. With all the orange stuff you had and purple, all that. I'm gonna get to that shortly. So, how's life been now? What made you want to come back to the States and do shows? Let me start with that first.
So I think the first real show that I got called for that I really like said, you know what, maybe I could just go back out and have some fun was my guys in Germany reached out to me and they were like, yo, we do a concert once a month. Well, actually they do a concert once a week with different artists, but they wanted me to sign on for about 5, 6 or whatever umpteen amounts of shows for the year, which means that I would be doing a one show a month in Germany. And when I first did the first show, it was about 2,000 people, and it's called Old But Gold, but the beauty behind that is basically like just old school concerts. So like the concept behind it is for those who are out there that are like 30 plus years old and they don't want to deal with the new tech, the new wave inside of these new clubs. It's all 30 plus over events. You come out to the club, you get treated with a great performance at the end of the day by either someone like myself, or I think they've had 112, they've had Jagged Edge, they've had Black Street. They got a big concert with Little Kim happening in a couple of weeks. So that was the first thing I got called for early in the year. And when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? It's time to restart the motor, because I realized there's like an audience out there of people that are grown up and they don't want to go to the younger concerts, as I like to say. So that's what got me back on the road.
Yeah, but I like the idea. Plus, there's a new surgeon right now, because you're from my era. You're just a couple years older than me. You're well respected, and there's people like me we're still swagged out, but at the same time we good and grown, and that older crowd we don't mind spending, and they spend money too. So let's talk that talk, and they spend that bread too. Let's talk about the still Marty Johnson, you know I'm gonna say it. Let's talk about the market here with the janky promoters, mainly us. Let's be honest, man. Yeah. The bigger bags overseas, you can do one show and it's equivalent to five to six here. Am I right?
I think it's two things. One is the appreciation for hip hop, because you got to remember too, especially with the pandemic just being on our backs. A lot of people weren't traveling or moving around, and I think that what people start realizing is they miss out. Entertainment is one of those things where, like, as much stuff as we got going on in life, there's nothing wrong with going out and having a little fun every now and then. We as humans, we deserve that. And a lot of people from our era, either you A, got kids, or B, you got real responsibilities, but you don't want to be going to some of these clubs with these younger folks and trying to have to keep up with the younger audience. So I think the money side, definitely, for sure. Like whenever I get on a plane that takes me across waters, I'm gonna charge my just desserts for it.
Of course.
I here in America is a little different. Like, you got people who just trying to get some money in their pockets, so they put on these events. And I think when you're a newbie to the system, you should really pay attention to how some of the older events establish themselves to where, what I like to say is when it comes time to booking an artist or bringing an artist up, don't do that on your first run. Like, learn how to run a great party or event first. Get all the kinks out, and then you invite the artist to come in. And I think a lot of the times in America, you see a lot of people, they just wake up and they're like, oh, I want to put together an event. And, it's a lot to deal with. There's a lot of preparation that goes in event planning.
So if you're late for the party, we got our good friend here, MIMS. And he's here with me, LaBelle, and Charlene. We really just want to catch up with him. Not too long ago when you was here, right? I be posting my throwback pictures and all my clips and all this stuff. I'm gonna tell it. Some younger artists, they call themselves artists, whatever they want to call them. Some people on the come up. It's still Marty Johnson show. I had to school them. They try to disrespect some of our friends of the show. Oh, these are one hit wonders. These people are wild stepping in. I said, I said, pause. I said, they have hits. They have classics.
Yeah.
They're legends. They're respected. I said, little nigga, he can call, I said, little nigga, he can call a label head and get you a deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So school some of these young folks on the history of being established like you. You're still well connected with a lot of label heads, Funk Master Flex, all the New York people. You asked me to do some situations for you, not telling all the private stuff. But talk about the game, man, on some of these young cats, because especially for LaVelle and Charlene, they can screenshot and show their peoples too.
Yeah, I think this is the beauty about music. So if you take your history, you know, all those guys that are out there that are watching, especially if you're a younger artist, if you look at the mechanics of how the music industry functions, there's a lot more people behind the scenes than there are in front, right? So so for every one artist you see that has records out there, there's probably a team of about 10 to 15 people that were responsible for helping that artist get to that goal. And even when you talk about the mechanics of the way the labels are made up, a lot of the labels are made up of people who've had some success in the music industry as artists, and then they turn around and they pivot into the business side. So a lot of the times you find that most of the people who are running the music industry are really just artists who were passionate about it at one point in time, being an artist, that turn into entrepreneurs. So I always like to school artists and say, look, you got to be careful about the bridges you burn, because there's been a lot of people, especially even in my life and career, that have been able to benefit off of the relationships that I've built for myself, and you know, and then eventually they go on to build relationships, and then people will benefit off them. So this industry is literally like a tree. So you know, you got it's a tree that grows and the branches grow, but everybody is still connected for sure, 100%. And I'm a guy that I've never burned any bridges. So
me either. And side note, people didn't realize I know MIMS for a long time. I did a clip, I did an interview with MIMS, I tagged it. This is a true story. And you can, as soon as I did the thing with MIMS, I did it. I said, oh, someone inboxed me and they said, oh, I know MIMS for a long time. Can Jay Holiday come on the show? I'm his manager because I know MIMS. I said, you do? How you know MIMS? I said, I know MIMS for a long time. For real? Yeah. He said, can Jay Holiday come on the show on the strength of you, which I always never appreciate it. Another situation, we was in New York. Charlie, where did we go? What's the name of the restaurant? Anyhow, it was Sugar Bar. I'm sorry, Sugar Bar.
Okay,
Legendary Sugar Bar. Valerie Simpson was there. Long story short, a bunch of old heads was there. Some older girl came and performed. I just dapped her up. She said, what's your name? I said, my name's Marty. She said, Marty A. Johnson? I said, yeah, I know you. How you know me? I brought Lisa to your show. I said, I can't right now. All New York. So people don't realize just the importance of just some good relationships. Artists today, in hip hop 50 years from now, how do you like to see how, I'm sorry, do you feel hip hop is where it's supposed to be right now? What's your take on the 50th anniversary? Are you getting your dues in bags?
Yeah, I think that I this is what I always say with hip hop, right? I don't know if you guys remember, because we're from the same era with someone in a similar thing. Back in the day, it used to be you used to get frowned upon if you were 40 years old and you were a rapper. And they would say, man, you 40 years old, you rapping, you need to give it up. That's a young person sport. And I think when you talk about 50 years of hip hop, you start to realize that some of the forefathers of the game are now hitting their 70s, right? Yeah. So we're talking about a whole generation, a multitude of generations that have been involved in the hip hop culture. There are people that are now in their 50s and 60s and even into their 70s that are still touring. So hip hop has become the new rock and roll.
Yes.
And because of that, and when you talk about celebrating 50 years of hip hop, it just shows you that it, you know, the ages range anywhere from I've seen it go as low as a 15, 16-year-old multi-platinum artist, all the way up to, you know, some of the guys that we call the GOATs, like the Jay-Z's and the Nas's. These guys just cross their 50th, you know, or been well into their 50s. And they're running the game. So I mean, when you talk about 50 years of hip hop, is it where it needs to be? I think that it is where it's actually supposed to be. I'm hoping that people start to pay more attention to technology and the business side of it, so that we can grow it for another 500, to 500,000 years.
Wow. Lavelle, is he speaking the truth here, or is it just me?
All truth right now. All truth.
Definitely.
So I seen you did a post saying you toured in the States now. What made you want to come back on this side of the world? What made you do that? And what days am I coming?
Yeah, so you know what? I'm entertaining a bunch of dates on the West Coast. I'll tell you how it went down. Shout to my guy. His name is Jay Meest. He's actually an artist turned entrepreneur. He's working on the touring booking side. He reached out to me about doing a date in Oregon for, I want to say, either April or March. I'm not sure. I just finished doing a date not too long ago, and we were trying to put a tour together. He wanted to put like a 10-day tour together at that point, but I had another obligation, and I'm sure we're going to talk about that on the show, that kind of got in the way of doing a tour. Okay. So I fulfilled my duty to go out and do that show for him, and then I said, like, let's just push everything into August. So right now we're working on a small, it's an intimate tour. It's not I'm not doing arenas, anything like that. I'm really just kind of tapping back into the essence of hip hop, is like we like to say, and doing some of these smaller venues that are like maybe 400 to 500 plus people. And I'm just kind of going out there and having some fun for a few days, man. Nothing crazy, but just to start the engine back up and see what's going on out there. And I've been getting called a lot, especially like to do some certain outdoor open air events during the summer. So I'm going to decide whether or not if I want to kind of show face in those areas as well. But for the most part, man, guys, I'm really just doing it for the fun, for the love of the culture, and that's it.
He is so media trained. Basically, what he said is, America does not pay. That's why he just out for the love for his audience. He didn't say it, but I did. MIMS, that sound about right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, there's people out there, if they want to come see a MIMS show and they live on the West Coast, I'm trying to put that together, and then hopefully we'll work on something on the East Coast for the end of the year as well. So yeah, I mean, it's really just to go out there and for, like I said, for those people that are in their late 20s, 30s, and even into their 40s that came to a MIMS show 10 years ago and they're like, I got to see this guy come perform again. That's probably what I'm doing it for sure, 100%.
I'm used to showing you still in 10 minute dates. Charlie, got my calendar out, so I can get my calendar out. Cause I know, because Lavelle don't want to come, so me and Charlie will definitely be there. So at least you know that.
Yeah, Lavelle, we got to get you out, man.
You don't want to come.
That. I keep telling them you got to.
I'm gonna start thinking Lavelle is on house arrest or something, because I see these guys in New York all the time. So we got to get you out. I would love for you to get out to New York, man. Come rock.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We're gonna meet soon.
No doubt. Word.
What's the date, sir? The 10th day. Hold on. Are we able to come? Let me ask that. But I'm inviting myself.
You know what? So I will say this, that so I just got one of my. I might have something happening in Georgia in July, so I'm not sure yet. But I just got a request. Someone hit me with a request, so we'll see. That might be like sooner than August, but the West Coast dates are in August. And then the Georgia thing might happen a little sooner than that.
Well, you're my people. I'll come, and I got a passport. I'll come and support. And
the Germany stuff has been really fun. So we can figure that out.
I got a passport. What dates do I need to be there? Tell me the dates.
Right now I have 2 dates: June 23rd and June 24th. I have two shows that I'm putting on, open air shows in Germany. So I think they're probably going to be 2,000 plus capacity shows, so those are going to be pretty decent.
Man, I'm going to be on the West Coast that day, and for your next rider, Marty Anthony Johnson needs to be in your rider request.
Got you. You know what? One would only hope in America that would happen, but like you said, the market is
I said overseas they would. That's why I said overseas.
That's that overseas stuff for sure.
We'll talk. A lot of people paying homage for you. The gentleman, what's his name? Hold on, Brady.
Nice. Yep.
Jim, how did that come about? So I don't know why people coming on late on the train. I see he showed homage. He was doing Bass and Bars. This is why it's hot. What made you link up with him?
It's a unique story, but I'll keep it as short as we can. A friend of mine by the name of Ashawn was a good friend of mine for many years. Ashawn called me one day. He was like, "Yo, Brady Watt, he's a bass player. He does this thing on Instagram called Bass and Bars. Would you be interested in doing it?" And I said, I took a look at it, and I knew I had saw it before because he had did something with Styles P, and I saw it, and I'm like, I looked at it immediately. It was like, yes, let's do it. And normally, industry stuff, and people will say, yeah, let's do it. It'll get dragged out. I think maybe within an hour, he put me on the phone with Brady, and Brady was like, yo, let's make it happen. I would love to do it. How's tomorrow sound? And I'm like, bet, let's make it happen. So I mean, within a day's time, we went, or maybe 2 days the most, we went in and recorded the Bass and Bars, and then he had it set to be released at a certain day. So I'll just follow in his lead. And the dope thing about it is that for two things. One is that the studio we recorded it in was DJ Premier's studio, and Premier ended up being there.
It was in New York?
In New York, in Queens.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
And Premier is an icon, man. That guy's a legend. He's put his mind and arts and so many phenomenal, monstrous hip hop records that I was just blown away being in his studio, and and then obviously being around a dope musician like Brady Watt. Like, he's really, really a really, really great musician. And that's not even the highlight. The Bass and Bars thing was dope, but just recently, maybe like on March 20th, he did a show at Blue Note in New York City where he was headlining the show, and he invited me to come out and perform with him. And it was me, Havoc from Mobb Deep, a couple of the guys from Lyricist Lounge that were there. They did their thing. Peter Guns came out on stage. DJ Premier was in the audience. It was one of those nights in New York that and it's a really intimate environment. There's probably no more than maybe 200 people in there at a time. And I'm gonna tell you, that's probably like atop the list of like one of the best performances or things that I've been involved with as a musician. Wow. Just to see so many different types of musicians in one building, intimately performing for an audience. It was great. So shout to Brady Watt, shout to Ashawn for making that happen. Incredible musician and very, very talented person.
You know what? It could be 100 people in New York. The energy feel like it'd be 2,000 people in there. That's how New York is. Yeah.
If they like you.
If they don't like you too, they're gonna let you know too.
Yeah, if they don't like you, then they will let you know in New York, and that's why they say it's one of and I would say Philly and New York is two of the hardest places to be artists in, because you really, really got to know your craft and be entertaining to an audience for sure.
I'm gonna ask you about Cheetos in a minute, but I want you to tap in. I'm gonna have 3 artists, but we're gonna play 5 and 10 because right now you got 2 strikes. You got 2 strikes.
Okay. So I know.
Let me give him a refresher.
Okay. I know the rules, but I gotta think now.
But
okay.
Just so you can see, man, people do win the game.
Okay.
Back to the game, 5 and 10. We still got Flip here. Flip, say what up to the people.
What up? What up? What it do? H-Town in the building.
We're gonna name 5 things in 10 seconds. Charlene is gonna count how many get correct. Lavelle's gonna count it down. Once he says time, Flip, it's a wrap. You ready?
Ready.
Remember, name me 5 artists, not groups, that begins with the letter B, besides Beyonce and Bobby Brown. Yeah, 10 seconds. Go.
Beyonce, Big
No
Mike,
Beyonce.
Big Hawk, Big Mo, Bo, Billie Eilish, Bill Withers.
Time.
You got it.
Oh, I got it. I had extras on his name. 10 seconds, you got to scramble. Like random.
The game is doable.
It is.
Remember, we are the only platform that's top tier with multi-platinum artists that come back consistently on the Marty A. Johnson Show. Just ask Flip and many more.
Yes.
So now you see, we ain't capping.
Okay. I'm gonna tap into my mind. I'm gonna close my eyes. Let's go.
Clear your mind.
Give it to me. Don't give me no weird letter though, please. Like,
What's up with Marty A. Johnson here with LaBelle and Charlene? We're back playing our world famous game 5 and 10. We got a guy here. Who are you rocking with?
Hey, first of all, it's MIMS here, and I gotta get into my mind mentally to prepare for this game. So I'm making sure that I win this one. So let's go. Throw it at me. Let's go, Marty. I'm ready. And Lavelle, be kind to me on the timer, please, man.
I'm glad that got nothing to do with it.
MIMS, name me 5 artists, not groups, that begins with the letter T, besides Tink and Tyrese. You got 10 seconds. Go!
Tierra Marie, Tinashe, the Neptunes. I don't know. That doesn't count.
What's your time? What about Tamar? What about Tyga? What about T-Pain? Taylor Swift? Tony Ayo? No. Come on.
I'm gonna tell you what happens. It's when you say without naming the names, and once you say the names, that throws me all off because that name gets stuck in my head. But yeah, you're right. All of those are talented, very, very talented artists.
They are.
I could have just said "the" for everyone.
No groups. Remember, this game is doable. 3 strikes. He's out. But he's not going nowhere. We're going to have 3 artists tap in with Tail Nook. Maybe 4 if the energy's right. So look, I'm still going to talk about Cheetos in a minute. So, Mims, last time you was here, I'm not putting you on the spot, but you said, how can you put something together for the Marty A. Johnson show? You know I can put something together, but maybe I need to talk to you off camera about that. Put me in like a nice little showcase or something.
Yeah, that would be dope. Now's the time to do it. I mean, there's so many artists. I mean, first of all, you guys got some of the most talented people I've heard.
We do.
Every time you pull something out, the hat, it's always an amazing, situation. So, yeah.
Before I bring the artist on, LaBelle and Charlene, say this clip. Before I bring the artist on, Mims, I know, like I say this all the time, I know you for over a decade, and I tell people all the time, it's really important about building relationships. I always tell people, I talk to Mims, when I talk to Mims, when I sit down at the round table, hell, we never talk about music. He's talking about my family. I'm talking about him down yonder. I ain't gonna talk about the business. People don't explain the importance of having a good relationship and just building people. That makes you want to rock with them. If you want to talk about music all day long, you're gonna bore me. So talk about that, building a relationship with people and not just coming on when it's showtime.
It's simple. Just 2 things that I say tribute to success. One is building the relationships with the right people and networking, right? The right way, and we'll talk about that. But the other side of it is people work as hard as you do, right? So if you're an artist out there and you put 100,000% into what you're doing, it makes somebody want to put that energy into you. And the same goes the reverse, right? If you're not putting anything into yourself, then someone may not want to go the distance. The dope thing about having and building great relationships is that sometimes people just want to see you win. And I always like to say, even in my career, there's a lot of people that made some life-changing decisions for me because they wanted to see me win, even when maybe it wasn't, maybe it wouldn't have been what they wanted to do if they didn't know me. But the fact that those relationships were there, especially from a music standpoint, I wouldn't even be 1/10 of as successful as I was, in my career. So yeah, I mean, networking, your network is your net worth, as they say. And then keeping those relationships solid, making sure that they're real. The foundation has to be real for those relationships, for sure.
I tell that all the time. I ain't putting them on the spot. I'll use them too. Hell, the person I used to do the show with, shout out to the Fisher Raleigh boy, him and I, we build relationships. It ain't about a show. Sometimes he took me out of a place I didn't want to go, or he didn't want to go. We just did that just for the building of the brand. But artists today, some people feel entitled. I like the artists here, Mims, that have been tapping in with us. We get to know them. And I like when they go to back for them. I always say, I don't care if you don't have a hot record. I don't care if you keep on coming on. So when we get to know you, I keep saying this all the time. I'm not putting my reputation on the line for a hookup when I don't know you. Mims, I don't know if they're going to come on time. I don't know if the girl hair ain't gonna be done. Bro looking for a moment with the baby mama in the background. This is facts.
Yeah.
I don't know their character. So tell them if this is all we got, tell them presentations, everything. Tell them bringing the people on.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you know, what they say, you get one chance to make the first impression. I mean, it only happens once. So I mean, whenever you present yourself, this is still a business, right? So whenever you're presenting yourself, you want to make sure that you give yourself the best opportunity it is to win. And that's with anything. That doesn't even just pertain to music. That's literally with anything in life. You know, whatever it is you want to do in life, you really gotta sometimes humble yourself, especially as an artist, because artists, we have egos, right? Like ego is natural. You can't be a good artist and not have an ego, but you got to know when to turn that ego on and turn it off. And things in this business don't happen overnight. You know, what was another saying? It takes 10 years to be an overnight success, right? So there's a lot that you have to build for as an artist, and a lot of things that you have to be present for in order for that quote unquote overnight success thing to happen for you. And when it does happen, it happens fast. But that 10 years before that, or whatever time it is before that, that's that starving artist period that you really gotta cultivate your relationships the right way.
Thank you for that, Lavelle. Okay, Lavelle and Charlene, I'm glad that people come on. Tatiana, your mother better be there too. Lavelle, Mims never heard Tatiana before. Tell me about Tatiana, you and Charlene. Go ahead, please. And I'm being nosy.
Well, I'll first say probably she's making a lot of impressions right now. Strong vocalist, great attitude, keeps her look very fresh, very appealing, knows how to carry a conversation. But her music puts you in a zone mentally. I mean, there's different moods, there's different frequencies that she can create. She's a songwriter and penning her own records, doing a lot of amazing stuff right now. I'll say that. I don't know, Charlene probably got a lot of other stuff to say, but
no, you described her wonderfully. But the most important thing of all is her support system that she has. An amazing support system, and she's only 15 years old.
15.
Wow.
She's only 15, and she's an amazing young artist. And she's put in a lot of work, just like you said, and she's getting ready to do really big things out here in this industry. So proud of this young lady. So very proud of her.
And we're not even her manager.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those sound bites she comes back to in 10 years when she's, you know, multi platinum. That this soundbite is going to be the one that the news clips are playing when they talk about her career. So,
and look, you're gonna be on YouTube.
Look,
you have my receipts. When I first met Mims, Charlene, I have my receipts.
Yes, you did.
There you go.
All right, so Tatiana, good luck. This might be you, Tatiana. Let me give you some inspiration. Now I'm gonna let you in. This might be you coming to New York.
Johnson, I told you I'm gonna be here in New York, and I'm with who?
Good luck.
So not too long ago, I've been tuning into the Marty A. Johnson show. I told you a good friend of mine. I've been known from 2010. You come over here. What's your name? Because you don't think I'm lying.
By the name of MIMS, we are here. Welcome to New York, New Jersey area. Yeah, we're here. We're having a good time right now. Shopping back, Izzy in the building, and
we got a producer in the background. What's your name, bro?
What's up, I'm Dan, New Jersey, New York. Producer out of the area. Known this brother for a minute. I'm rocking out with him in the team here. I like what I'm hearing too. Sounds good.
Look, I told you it's not a game. Don't talk about it, be about it. It's Marty A. Johnson Tuesday night. Don't tell your mans and them. Come with some hot records and send it to me. MartyAJohnson4@gmail. Hot records only. So I'm gonna see you on Tuesday night. Yo, that's Mims right here.
This is breaking news right now. Mims, say hello to Tatiana. Tatiana is a singer-songwriter, and not too long ago, Mims, she came on the show last week. She don't know this. She's been coming on consistently. She's been coming on the show consistently, Mims, for the past couple months, really. And I like that she's been getting a lot of cosigns, and people want to work with her and stuff. Tatiana, say hi. Make sure your audio is good.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing?
How you doing?
What's up, Tatiana?
Hi. How are you?
They gave you a great introduction, but I will say this: I've been on this show many times, but the three individuals that you have sitting here, these they're all professional, and they have honestly brought nothing but probably the best talent that I've heard in these scenarios. So I mean, they speak highly of you. I'm sure that you have a very, very fruitful career ahead of yourself.
Thank you.
Hold on. Is your parent or guardian there? First off, young lady, if I can keep talking.
Okay, Mom.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Oh, Mama Bear, you know who this is, right?
I do know who this is.
Look, it's part of her area. She's like, oh yeah, I know who that is. So, ma'am, she don't know this, but last week she came on. We had a singer-songwriter from New York. She was here last week. She worked with Beyonce and so many other people, and she's writing a movie. And right here on the Marty A. Johnson Show, I want to tell her now, Tatiana, she's offering you a part in the movie, Miss Chanel Red. And I got the script. She wants to be a part of her movie coming up, and the filming is this month, courtesy of the Marty A. Johnson Show. Because look, stuff do happen here.
Thank you.
Boom. So see, MIMS at finish line scene. So now, Tatiana, this is our good friend here. Tell him a little bit about your music and your sound. So maybe when he comes to Georgia, you can come along with us and see if I make you sing half a song on stage, and I can be there.
Yes, my music is, I don't really put my music in a box. I do different types of genres. I've been told that it's inspirational. I've been told it's very moving. I've been told it's kind of pop. So I don't really put myself in a box. I like to use my music to be relatable to everybody. I've had people contact me on Instagram and tell me, your music really helped me through the day today. And that's why I continue to do music, not only because it's a passion of mine, but because I'm able to reach others.
Mm-hmm.
Others.
Nice.
Nice. I was gonna say, sound like you also you sound like the future president for sure. Because you know
I'm
exactly
also a
what it is
pageant girl,
saying.
so those
I love
come in handy.
I love it though. No, for sure. That's what's up.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. She's talking about her music, not my album. Sorry. Her music. So, Tatiana, today, if you don't mind, I want to play River first for him.
Okay.
Describe River in 3 words for our friend here. Give me 3 words to describe it.
Moving, reaching, and I would also say it's, but this could go for Women of the Future and River, but I think it's also a war cry. Not only, the reason that I say that is because so many people feel as though they can't cry out for help and they can't ask people for help. And I want them to know that even though I'm not going through the exact situation that you're going through, or other people are not going through the exact same situation you're going through, there is someone else out there to help you. We all feel different emotions. We all feel emotions. And I want them to know that if you need to, reach out for help. And if my music is your help, then I'm willing to do that.
Mims, you get art music all the time. Sometimes, Mims, a good record is a good record. It needs no explanation. Am I right?
Well, I mean, listen. I always like to say, if my music, if one song can affect change in one person, I'm cool. And that to me is like a well said thing. Is if you have people reaching out already saying that your music has changed their life, even if it's one person, you've done the job that other things can't do. I mean, we live in a world, unfortunately, where a lot of people suffer from mental health. I would say disabilities or issues, but they suffer from things. Oops, give me 1 second. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let me turn this on. Oh, sorry. They suffer from things on the mental health side. And I think that when I didn't hear the record yet, but like I said, when you can evoke emotion and change in a person based on the music, you've done your job. So yeah, I'm excited for this for sure.
Good luck, girl. Let me get my Kleenex ready. Mims, if we don't like it, what happens? I don't care if her mother's here. What if we don't like it?
Well, what's the saying? I'm gonna say I forget it, but you say always send your latest. You say send your greatest, not your latest. So you guys were very, very honest with what you like and don't like. But I will say this: with the history that you have on this show, I would say 98% of what I've heard has been like beyond the thumbs up. So let's
Thank
I don't
you.
like the beginning unless you're top tier this day and age. This finish line time. We already got
Yeah.
one girl part in the movie. They need to give my cut too. It's still Marty A. Johnson show. Man, it's music business, right? Good luck, girl.
I got yes, sir.
Tap in.
Oh, how do I rewrite a wrong? Go back in time, and oh, how do I reverse the lie that I have told? I'm slowly drowning. How
Touchdown, what happened? Your record stopped playing. It ain't me. Touchdown, what happened?
This is the same one you had.
I apologize. Okay, so sing the hook. I'm gonna replay it.
Right now? You
Oh
want me
my
to sing it
God.
right now?
Yeah, we live. Sing it. Go. Or you want me to sing it?
Pull me out of this river of drowning souls, wider than the ocean, deeper than the sea. Help me find a person, don't wanna be alone. Can someone please help me?
Yes.
Thank you. That's enough. I'm playing a little. My apologies. When you live anything happen, I'm playing a little bit of "Woman of the Future," even though you know what I said. Still, my second single for you.
you can't do what the boys
This is the other one.
You don't have the strength that guys do. But I'm unbeatable, I'm unstoppable, and you bring me down. Yeah, I'm invincible, I am powerful. All my girls stay loud. Break the chains of the unspoken, 'cause we're ready to win. Fight the person in your opponent. All the negative spirits make we are the future. I said we are the women of the future.
That's all I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna pay for it. What advice you want to give her?
Got a big future ahead of you. I guess I know the answer to this, but do you come from a musical family? Like, is everybody in your family musical, or are you?
No.
Because those records are big records. Like, they're really big records. So
Thank you.
yeah.
I'm the musical person in my family. I've actually the songs that I sing and I do in the studio are the songs that I write as well. So I do it all.
Yeah. Listen, that's I mean, both of those records, dare I say, like, they should have been a part of the Black Panther 2 soundtrack. Like, you know, that's the vibe I get. Those are really powerful records. It reminds me of I mean, first of all, your voice is amazing, and you know, they just remind me of those records that invoke emotion. Not a lot of people can do that. There's not a lot of singers that have the ability to actually make you feel a way when you hear their voice. I mean, Adele is one of them. Who else? This. I mean, the list is so small that's like a hard thing, you know, to say. So you definitely have like a really bright future ahead of you. I would say your focus should definitely, somebody needs to talk to some of these movie, well, Marty A. Johnson. I mean, with the movie you're working on now, that would probably be great for placement. The music that you have now would probably be great for placement inside of movies, because that's where you're going to get people sitting and paying attention. But other than that, whew, that is great stuff. Great stuff.
Thank you.
Tatiana, what you and your
Thank
mother
you.
want to ask her? Because you still underage. Make sure I got the Mama Bear's approval. Mama Bear, anything you want to ask our friend here?
No. Again, as always, thank you guys, and thank you, of course, to Miss Chanel for even providing that opportunity. She's ready to go, and I know that God would not put her in an opportunity that was not for her, and I know you guys wouldn't put her in an opportunity that is not for her.
That's right.
You know, they want Tatiana. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna be talking to our friend and all this stuff. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna be talking about the movie and stuff later.
Okay.
Congratulations. Ooh.
Good job, baby.
Shout out to our friend Chanel too.
It's red.
She's on there too. Congratulations. I seen that big bag with Cheetos. How did that come about? Let me be nosy. Congratulations. Because hold on. Let me get this promo right. You know me. Anyway,
you got it.
Hold on. So tell me about Cheetos. Is this the first time you've been talking about this? Do we get the exclusive here on the Marty A. Johnson with me, LaBelle, and Charlene?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I haven't. No one. People have saw it, but no one's asked about it. So yeah, absolutely.
Well,
you
talk away. Let's
1,000%. Yeah. Are you showing a clip?
I want to show the clip.
Okay.
Me about it.
Got it. Listen.
Go
you know, one of the guys from Cheetos, from the Cheetos company, reached out, I think in January, and it was I was actually on my way to Germany. I was getting on a flight, and I said, "Hey, I got to get at you when I get back this weekend or when I land." And then we got on a call really, really quickly, and I didn't know obviously it was Cheetos, but we got on a call. He said, "Hey, this is one of those calls where a brand is reaching out to do something." And I said, "Well, what's the brand?" And he said Cheetos, and I said, "Well, what took you guys so long?" It just makes sense. I mean, here's the truth: is that as an artist, and this is for artists out there, this is probably more the educational side. When you create music, it's called intellectual property. It means you own the music you create, whether you're the writer, whether you're the producer, whatever your involvement is in that record, you own it. That's something you own. And people always like to say, we talked about the people would make the comments about one hit wonder or things of that nature. But when you own intellectual property and you have ownership in something, that whatever it is you own has the ability to have a resurgence over and over and over again. And as long as you retain ownership of that product, you have the ability to financially benefit from it. So I always like to say, like, three of the biggest deals I did with This Is Why I'm Hot as a record. The first one was with Microsoft. The second deal was with Walmart. And then this third deal with Cheetos. Basically, Cheetos is a PepsiCo company, is under the PepsiCo umbrella, is a deal essentially with PepsiCo. And these are really probably three of the biggest brands here in America and outside of America. So it's important to understand, like, the business, understanding what you're creating when you create music. I'm not saying that you go into it thinking that you're going to get paid, because there's a part of music that has to come from the soul. But the reality is, once it's created, there's so many different avenues that you can take to actually build financially on. So we talk about, placement in movies. That's one of them. We talk about, and then here we are with endorsements like the one Cheetos gave. And they actually, I love the people from Cheetos. I don't know if you could even see this. Sorry. I don't know how to.
Hold it up so I can see it.
Oh, that's nice.
But yeah, look, these guys are,
oh, wow.
I'm hoping you can see, but sorry.
Wow.
They took care of me. I'm
sure.
Really, really great, man. So shout out to PepsiCo, to Cheetos. Great collaboration.
Cheetos, I'm available. Cheetos, we got the exclusive of the Marty A. Johnson Show. I'm available. Seriously, I am. No, because I took care of my business. Hell, I still get a check off the Music Lounge. What you talking about? Let's show the clip. At least I'm honest. Crazy. These are mine, right, Charlene? Let me play this clip for I'm so
Let's go. This is more than hot. This is beyond hot. This is more. This is more. This is more than hot. This is more than hot. This is beyond hot. This is more than hot. I'm hot cause I'm real and everything I got. This is more than hot.
That's available on, hold on. When I looked it up, it's available on streams and everything. You can all touch the bag, my friend. Congratulations.
Yeah, so another lesson to learn. Whenever you re-record it, it's called a re-record, right? So we cleared the record. I had to clear the record through publishing, but it's a new master that I have ownership in, and you know, it's a more playful version of the record. It's obviously commercialized based on the partnership with Cheetos, but it's an actual real video. We shot an actual real video for it.
Full video.
And they actually do this with about 12 artists a year. You know, obviously you can see they did one with Bad Bunny. They did one with Shaggy, if I'm not mistaken. So there's you know, a very select few artists that they actually collaborate with to do these records, and I'm just happy that they reached out, and it gave me a way of being really playful. If you look at the outfits in the video, shout out to the stylist who put all that stuff together. The conversation was very simple with the director of the video. Was, hey, this is different from This Is Why I'm Hot. Let's just have fun. I want to do anything that's fun that you would not have thought about from me, and they executed it. So shout out to the team at PepsiCo, Cheetos, Hot Cheetos, Flamin' Hot. Sorry, so it's Cheetos, Flamin' Hot, and PepsiCo. They really were amazing when it came to that project. So, and I had to keep real quiet about it for like 3 months.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna be quiet about this one. Can you do me a favor? We didn't do it in New York. I need to do it in person. I need to eat my Cheetos with you so I can go viral.
There you go. I'm waiting for a nice little care package from them so I can send out to some people. But yeah, I'm sure we can make that happen.
Please, Cheetos. Please. So with that being said, did you get the bug again? That want to go back in the studio? Did you get the bug again?
Yeah. You know, and I know we talked about this on the show before. My only, and I will say this, and I'm a stickler for this, and it's difficult, right? And Lavelle, you'll probably understand this as an artist.
Me too. Go ahead.
If I'm gonna go in and do music, actually, let me dial it back. I was asked a question about music, and you know, if I would go back in the studio, and I said that who I am now is not who I was when I first started doing music, and the content that I would speak about now is not the same content that I would have spoken about them. And I'm in this in-between phase where it's hard for me to really grasp and understand the message that I want to put out there as to what the message of music is right now. So I need to find a producer or a group of people that have the same vision for that, and that has to get right first. If that's right, then I will have no problem going back in the studio and doing an album. But until I can connect those dots, I don't want to just go and willy-nilly work with anyone, because there's a special message that I have to build for me to become a musician. And I would hope that, you know, any fans that I have left, if they're out there, that they would appreciate that.
Because tell them this is Daddy Mims. Now we all know like this, we know Move and all that. Popping on my bullshit. You didn't know about that one. Off in the
yeah. But there you
go. Who's this dear girl down here? Brianna Ray, the one to be singing Jesus Love Me with good lighting. If you can see him, throw up the peace sign. Some artists, man, from time to time, they come on the platform. I tell them certain things. They say, well, me, they don't like my attitude. I'm too rough. I'm too outspoken. Tell them this is what it is. This is the new wave. Tell them,
this is easy.
I'm light.
This is easy. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this right now. I respect and appreciate everybody on this show. Marty A. Johnson, Lavelle, Charlene, and I also respect the honesty, because somebody's got to be honest, right? So, like, you know, I always say, if you got a team of yes men in your corner, or yes women, or whatever, yes people, then you really just gonna be running on the hamster wheel, because now you think everything you do is good, and I'm a critic. I'm very critical of music because I want artists to be prepared. They, we like to say have some bullets in the chamber when you go out there, because the real world is different. I've been in places where they've thrown quarters on stage past my ear, and they whooshing by. And earlier on in my career, where I had to learn the hard way. So it's really great when you have people that are willing to tell you the truth. So if you can't handle the truth, then this ain't the business for you. Bottom line.
Look, it's still Marty A. Johnson show. Everyone on here. I tell the good, bad, or indifferent. One thing I like about her, she come on here. Great lighting. She looks like an artist when she come on. The problem I have with her is we don't know her. We don't know her. I think she does other stuff, but Lavelle and Sean, look in your eye, because I don't know her. Only thing I know is Yes, Jesus Loves Me.
It's not a bad thing.
Huh?
Great voice.
She's yes, amazing voice, and she is consistent. You know what I'm saying? She's in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Plays and a lot of stuff.
Too.
So that takes away from the time to get up here, but she does continue to come back when she can to make an appearance on the show.
But I do like her. So let me at least say her. Girl, your head's chopped off. I look at everything. Her makeup. Oh, hold on. Is everything okay? What happened?
What?
Your face is beat. You got no fight. Your face is beat. Say hi to our friend Mims.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? Pleasure meeting you.
Good. You
Brianna,
too.
tell him where you from.
I'm from Maryland.
Okay. Shout out to Maryland. There's
Brianna,
a lot of talented people out there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this ain't no go-go or nothing, is it? That you sent to us?
No, I do have songs that do have go-go though.
Okay. I'm sure. So do I. Let me get back to you with this terrible Wi-Fi you got. I like when you're being artistly creative. The problem I have is I don't know what to choose from, because when Tatiana comes, I know what I'm going to play. When KT comes on, I know what I'm going to play. You remember Hunter? He ain't on here, but that's on him. Hunter, where you at? I know what I will play. But with you, Brianna, all seriousness, I would not know what to play, because I don't know you enough to know what I feel your strongest record is. So what would you play for us?
Well, you all really liked music and you really liked Complete Me, so probably one of those. But I did send a new song.
Of course,
that I
did.
think you might like as well.
Yeah. Mims, she needs to send what? Mims, you never seen her before. What do you recommend she needs to send? Send in her what? Bring it down to her, please, Mims.
Will you say the greatest, not the latest?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we talking about here? Sending the greatest? Okay.
So, Mims, sure. Honestly, when you do show, people like move. People want to do like this. This Wild Hot. I remember you told me that wasn't even your favorite, but they're not leaving that show till they hear that.
I mean, yeah, that's what they're paying for. So I got to give them what they're paying for sure.
Yeah. So
but at that and a little bit more, because you got to be entertaining on the stage. Performing is way different than being in the studio. So
yes,
takes a lot to understand that for sure.
What? Maybe you might know. Okay. What he's saying? Rihanna, is called Song 2. Is that the name of it? Or that just says Song 2? That's what Terrell sent us. So I don't know what that means.
It's either Keep My Name Out Your Mouth or Tiana's song.
Work me here. Okay. What would you like me to play? This mysterious one I don't know? I don't know. I'm not throwing shots. I don't know what this is. You want me to play this unknown record or the ones that we don't know? This is your time. Whatever you want me to play, I'll be happy to play it. I ain't throwing shots, but it's still Marty Johnson show.
You can play the one he just sang.
Oh, no, I'm praying for you. Charlene and Lavelle, you know what to do.
Lord.
This is you?
Girl, this world is cold. Stay away from all the pain. Can't seem to find a way. It's okay. Don't be afraid. I see you trying. Don't give up. What you're on. Cause the world, it is a scary place. Don't let it take away your joy. You can win, but it would still win. It's time to look for a new start.
Thanks, being very nice. Charlene.
Okay.
Mims, I know you're being nice, but I was
Okay,
sleepy. I'm about to drink a Celsius. Fire the producer.
Not a Celsius, Marty.
Mims, let's be honest. You know you're nice, but you know I'm not. I was bored out of my mind. Fire the producer. She has a pretty voice. Fire that producer. She shouldn't have played that, but what you think?
You know what? It was really hard for me to hear the production. I was really listening to the vocal arrangement and the voice. Her voice is monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
The arrangement is incredible. I can't hear the production, so I don't want to comment on that. I was thinking that during the thing that I hope the production is dope because I couldn't hear it, but your voice is again. I mean, going back to what I said earlier about Tatiana, you know, there's not a lot of singers that can invoke emotion. People can sing, but invoking emotion is a whole total different thing. So I can hear the commitment in your voice when you're singing about the message you're conveying. So I think it's dope. I would love to hear what the production sounds like, but if Marty is saying it isn't good, then I'll take his word for it because he's never disappointed in that regard. But other than that, you know, are you writing the records yourself or?
Yes. Can I tell like a just short story about that song?
Feel free. This is why we had the artist on. Defend your record. I was bored though, but go ahead, please.
So that song came about. My manager used to work at a school, and it's a school for troubled youth. And this girl, she was in detention, and he said, I want you to write me a song because she was into music. So she wrote the verses, and what happened is she ended up being killed. So she was murdered, and he later came to me with the song and said, I want you to finish the song. So I wrote the chorus and the pre-hook and all the other parts that you hear, but she wrote the verses. And so, yeah, that's basically the story of the song. So it's her pain that I'm trying to, you know, evoke in the song.
Yeah. I think that's an excellent. I think that's an excellent approach to music, and I think that that's like, you know, you're essentially doing what you're supposed to do as a musician, basically being able to not only tell stories from your point of view, but also someone else's POV. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that at all. And I think that your writing, your arrangements, your ability to, I guess, capture the emotion in your voice, it sounds angelic to me. Like, and I'm listening through someone else's speakers, so I'm assuming that like if I heard that record on my own speakers, it would blow me away. As long as the production is there. But production can always be fixed, by the way.
That's true.
Thank you so much.
He just said the nice version, what I just said. He just said the nice way. Pretty voice, horrible producer. Fire the producer. Point blank. Brianna, that was I would not have played that if I was you. Liddell, am I wrong?
She has way stronger.
Way stronger.
You got a joint that sounds like Brandy's Full Moon, a criminal. What is it? Aphrodisiac.
Yes.
You got something that sound like that.
If you saying Brandy, then I already know. I mean, Brandy's one of the greatest vocalists in R&B, I would say history. But yeah, her vocal range and tonation is amazing. So, dope.
Brianna, that's why I keep saying, stick with us. That's why I said, when we play this mysterious record, when we don't know. Tatiana, we had technical difficulties, and it still blew me away in the 30 seconds, right, Charlene?
Yeah.
Okay, let me stop. Give me something else. I might play something else, but we'll see.
Do that one if you do, Marty.
We'll see.
The Brandy one.
Let me find it. Charlene, what you want to tell Mims? I play his last girl.
Nothing. I'm so proud of you, friend.
Charlene, thank you very much. You know, I'm always appreciative of the support and everything that you guys have done. So for sure, 100%.
Yes, congratulations.
We give you flowers. We gave you flowers before everyone else who's been late. We like to give our OGs and our vets and all that. That's why this platform is here.
For sure.
We like the school people here all the time. The next person here, she's a woman of her word. She came on. Very pretty girl. Let me say that. Well, all the girls are pretty. She came on here, a very pretty girl, but she came on here very, very pretty. But she came on here looking tired, all day tired. When they played the record, it was a pretty record. I said, "Girl, find me another female," because she came in looking tired. I'm sleepy and all that, but I don't know what's going on. I think everyone's in the same box because everyone's face is beat today.
Hey guys.
Oh, hi. You have a good attitude today.
Andromeda, what's up?
Hello.
Look at you,
Marty,
girl.
I want to let you know today I put my feet in some grass. So.
Oh God, this is a family show here.
I'm here.
This is a family show here. Say hi to our friends here.
He says a family.
Wait, say that again?
I'm ratchet. Say hello to our friend here.
Oh, hello, Mims.
How you doing? How do you pronounce your name?
Andromeda, like the galaxy.
Okay, Andromeda. So the V is like an A.
Yeah.
Got it. Andromeda. Okay. So, how you doing, Andromeda?
Good. And how are you today?
No complaints at all. No complaints at all.
Terrell sent me a record. Terrell, resend the record to me, please, because I'm sure you on here, so I have to look for it. Where you down there from, Andromeda? Where you down there from?
I'm from Newburgh, New York, in the Hudson Valley.
Ooh,
I know Newburgh very well. They got a nice little taco spot up there.
Yeah.
Right on the water.
Oh, Hudson Taco.
Hudson Taco is a really nice place up there.
Like I said, what do you remember about her, Charlene? What do you remember about her real quick?
I don't.
My point made. Lavelle, what do you remember about her?
I remember the Two Faces record, pretty sonic record, but we need more consistency. I think that's why she's here. So
yeah,
let's get
absolutely.
On any other circumstance, I promise. Honestly, you and I would not have brought you on. I would have brought Tatiana on. Hell, join us next week. Our good friend Shani, she's gonna be here next week. She's coming next week. But right now, it's about our friend right now. Okay, Andromeda. We have two submissions from Terrell. What would you? Because you look great. Let me say that.
Thank you, Marty.
You look great. Face Master or Out My Mind? Which one's gonna blow me away? Okay, I'm gonna say this. What record will blow me away that make me want to call him tomorrow and have a private talk to try to push you for a private meeting? What would you play?
I still think Faces is my strongest record. Out My Mind is just more emotional.
Okay. Which one? What would you like to play?
Faces.
Okay. Man, well, how important is it sometimes this day and age? The problem I have with some of these artists now, some people don't have visuals. How important is that in 2023? A top tier, crystal clear one.
Yeah. So YouTube is still the number one most used app in regard to I mean, well, YouTube, there's Google is the number one most used website. The second in line is YouTube. And then you already starting to get into your social media world. So you talk about your TikToks, your Instagram. So I mean, visuals to me are actually sometimes even more important than the music. The music got to be tight, but as long as you can put some dope visuals together. What I like to tell artists is like when you go into create music, when it's time to push that music out, you got to create a content calendar. That means that you need to be recording visuals for something every single day, or even like once a week. But you need, for every drop you do, for every week that you have, you should have at least 20 pieces of content to go along with that you keep feeding to the algorithm. So that's YouTube, that's Instagram, that's TikTok, that's all the apps that you can imagine putting stuff on. So it can't just be a static clip or a picture. Every day you wake up, you got to think, well, what's going to be different? So I think visuals to me are like beyond important.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. They are en route. I appreciate that.
Sure. Okay, so again, Faces, man.
Yes, Faces.
I don't remember, but good luck. I'm not shady. I'm just telling like it is. I don't remember.
No problem.
Good luck, girl. Oh, I remember this. Long intro, Charlene.
Same places, different places. They watch harder as I play, and they're leaving traces. But I know that I won't fall.
Ooh.
Know that I won't fall. Same places, different places. They watch harder.
MIMS, I like this.
And they're leaving traces. But I know that I won't fall. Know that I won't fall. Diddy dally in the dealers, certified, decomposed feelings, really healing, but the bitch just steady peeling. Now we feeling lost. Another line just got crossed. Crossing T's, dotting I's, no missing the signs. Better back, cause if we had the deal.
Ma'am, she's getting too much airtime. We both like it. She getting too much. She's not consistent enough. She can't get that much airtime with me. It's still Marty A. Johnson show. But tell it, ma'am. Yeah. She's not consistent enough for me to rock. At least I'm honest.
Yeah.
She can. Go ahead.
Well, listen. I mean, the one thing I could say, even for all three artists, is that you know your audience, right? So like, you know, and then this is a point that I try to make every time I speak to artists. Even though we love and we enjoy making music for everybody, you got to know who you're pushing your music to. You know, you got to know where it's going. I mean, it's no different than you know, me doing a Cheetos commercial and them trying to figure out who's going to buy their bag of chips when the time comes. So, you know, whenever you go into making records and when the records are done, you should sit down with the record. You don't have to mess with the creative process, but after the creative process, you sit down with the record and you start to write down who you would like to see or hear these songs. And there's so many different avenues in the music industry that we overlook. You know, social media is helping a lot of artists break and cultivate without the use of major labels or major machines behind them. So even when it boils down to social media, you got to know who you're targeting. So are you making music for elementary kids? Are you making music for grown adults? Are you making music for middle America? When you know that side of it, it makes it a lot easier to build an audience and to build a fan base. And a lot of artists, they really, you know, when they go in the studio, the hardest thing for them to do is pinpoint exactly who their target audience is. So with that record, once again, me listening through someone else's speakers, it sounds very poetic. So it sounds like I feel like you kind of have like this it gives me like I've gone to a lot of artist showcase, right, where artists will perform, but it gives me that artist that when they write their music that you might actually write before you actually hear the beat, and then you end up like putting the music on the beat, which is dope, which is cool. So it's, and you have for that style of music, you just got to find the audience that's gonna rock with you on it. That's the dope part. Is that makes it easy. Here's the gem that people don't realize. Like,
Tell it.
Everybody wants to be famous, right? When it comes to music, and I get that. Everybody wants to be the Beyoncés or the Jay-Z's or things of that nature. All of these people started to where they were actually making music for a specific audience. Beyonce, when she was with Destiny Child, they made music for women in their age group and that demographic. So whether it be records like Bills, where they're talking about, obviously, if you can't pay my bills, you can't rock with me, all the way up to where she is today, where she's making larger than life music because her audience cultivated with her. When it came to Jay-Z making his album, they made records for people, the Dope Boys, and then everybody else started to gravitate to it, and it became extra. That side of it is the hardest part to figure out. Making everybody happy is not going to happen. So we can all decide to stop that now, because out there somewhere in this world, there's somebody who hates Beyonce. There's someone who hates Jay-Z or Nas or any of the people that we consider icons. And so I say just make music for the people that appreciate what you're doing. Find that audience, that core audience, and cultivate them. That means feed them that music that they love.
Right
and
there.
When they grow with you, then you can start branching off and doing different things for different people. So,
and Drumler, give me 2 more records like this. I told Alon to give me something like this, and I can get you lined up with something. Like I said, some people might say she came on me before. Be a little bit more consistent. I remember Tatiana right off the back. I'm not saying come in every single week. Be memorable.
All right.
But I like you. I remember the first time you came on, you was at work on the clock. I like that. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
No, I remember now.
Working. That's really why I couldn't be consistent with you guys, but I'm trying to keep switching my Tuesdays, so I'm gonna be the overnight tonight, 11 to 7 a.m.
I like your grind. Even you make yourself known. I'm not saying kiss our butt. Make your presence be known. There's some people that's not on the show, MIMS. They DM me. I may not reply to everyone back. They comment on the line. I meet people. They're like, oh, I follow you. I'm like, yeah, I remember you comment on every single one thing. My things. Be memorable and stand out. MIMS, that makes sense.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you what's even better for artists, especially female artists now in the business. This is the time. There's never been more female artists that have been successful than in the last 2 to 3 years, and I'll tell you why I believe that's happening. I think that in the past, because you have big companies moving music and pushing music around, they were able to control the narrative, and for many years, men were at the forefront of the music industry because that's what the labels were signing, because that's what they felt. So I'm gonna give it a little gem and a secret. Back then, men had the ability to do 2 things. One, they represented the cool factor, and then the second side of it was that they were able to, oddly enough, be really misogynistic musically, but still appeal to women for some strange reason. Now, because of social media, the tables have turned, and I think that it's given a lot more power back to the female artists. With that being said, they control. If you look on social media, in my opinion, it's being controlled by the female demographic, and you have more women that are willing to support women artists. And it was never like that in the past. Back then, when you heard of Foxy Brown and you heard of Little Kim, for whatever reason, they didn't like each other. Nowadays you got Lotto working with, Lola Brooke, working with Coi Leray, working with.
You know about them girls.
I got my ear to the street. I got my ear to the street. So I think that this is a beautiful thing for the first time in a long. And I always used to ask that question: why is it that women artists can't get along? Why do we? Because men were controlling the narrative, and now that men aren't controlling the narrative, you're starting to see a lot more prominent women. So this is the time to seize and take advantage of it, because the algorithms work in the favors of right now. They're working in the favor of women, and I love it. I love the music that's coming out. I love the samples that these newer artists are flipping from older musicians. This is where it's at. So you guys, all 3 the artists that came on, they're part of like a great era. They're going to be a part of a great golden era of music, and I think we talk about the likes of like Lauryn Hills, the Queen Latifahs. You know, I put Beyonce in there. And all of the amazing female musicians that have come along. For some reason, this to me, 2020 to like 2030, that 10-year span, this is going to be the golden era for women music, for women musicians.
I agree with
Mark my words. Marty,
Okay.
you guys owe me a few more shows. I need to be the #1 artist.
Charlene, get my calendar, Charlene. Man,
we got seven years, you know, between now and then. I guess.
Well,
20...
I'm not. Well, look, I know this show ain't going nowhere. Mims, here's what I'm going to do, Mims. All right, okay, Mims. Before I let you go, here I go. Put him on the spot. All right, so you know it's our finish line season, and nothing bad, but I wanted to. It ain't gonna happen within the next week or month. At the end of the season, wherever I seen is maybe 1 or 2. That I feel that is cream of the crop, is top tier. I want to meet you. That you can really sit down and give them some gems and really have like a finish line conversation. I already got one, I think, already in the bag, but I think I might need one more.
Listen, you don't even know. You don't even have to ask. You know what the answer to that is. Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
Man, you know I gotta get on camera because people be thinking, "What, Charlene? We lying?"
Yeah.
No, you know the answer. Let's make it happen.
You heard what that said? Look, hold on, we gotta do this clip. Brianna, sit down. I'm gonna bring one more artist in. We gotta use this clip. You know we gotta use this promo.
Okay.
Lavelle, you know we gotta have receipts, right? And we have Mim. Okay, Mim, you know the email address, right?
MartyAJohnson4@gmail.com.
All right, perfect. What's up, Marty A. Johnson here with Lavelle and Charlene. We got our guy here. Who we rocking with?
What up, everybody? It's your boy Mims. And you know what? If you want to get in touch with the Marty A. Johnson Show, you need to hit him at MartyAJohnson4@gmail.com. Make sure you send your greatest, not your latest, because they will be reviewing your music. And if you are hot, they're going to show you some love, and they might put you, in the realm of a bunch of artists that they have connections with. But if you're not hot, you already know what's going to happen.
Well, man, tell them what we did last season. Did we bring an artist to you last season? Let's tell that.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. They flew into New York. They rolled out the red carpet for the artists, and I just did my part and tried to give as much gems as I can. But they are people of their word. What they say they're gonna do, they do it. They've never failed, and honestly, I'm appreciative to have people like that in my surroundings, because it's very rare in the music industry where people actually do what they're gonna say. 1,000%.
Remember, tap all the way. Man, what's the email address one more time?
MartyAJohnson4@gmail.com.
Remember, you can say what you want. All right, so I did have one more. I'll say, Lavelle, I have one more artist, but your folks left. Okay.
He said,
Lavelle.
Just hold on, man. Damn.
They're here. There's one more artist. Honestly, he better wow me. Problem I have with this artist, he's not consistent.
That's been the theme, huh? The theme is the consistency.
For me, like I said, I respect artists working, stuff like that. I'll say that. I'll say artists that be working, artists be creative. I'll say that because I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. They might be working hell. And I'm not saying this person. Go ahead.
You know what? This actually gives me. I have to announce this too because I didn't even bring this up. I'm actually.
Hold on, let me bring my camera up, babe. Wherever you want to announce.
Oh well, yeah.
All right, go ahead. What you want to announce? So I can get it out.
So I'm actually partnering with a platform called Live Trained, and I'm actually working on the content now. The goal is to build educational music content for artists out there or anyone that's trying to pursue a career in the music industry. What I do is I sit down with a lot of the professionals behind the scenes. So not the artist side. I mean, we do have some artists that'll come on, but this is more for people who want to learn the behind the scenes stuff. The platform is called Live Train, and I'm actually running their music department. So I'm going to be building a lot of educational content for artists out there. So so that we can build upon. And I think a reason why I brought that up is because one of the guests that I'm bringing on, I guess, does I would say a financial guru. So he wants to teach artists how to actually build businesses appropriately so that they can incorporate themselves and actually go to a bank and ask for a loan to help cultivate their career. So that's not for everyone, but there are artists out there who are trying to figure out how to fund their career. I'm gonna be talking to him to actually make that work. So educational side, that's one thing that I'm working on now.
Yes.
My language.
Look, you know me, I skip lines. We call the man directly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I always say I would never do that. The mess up our good relationship, not like that, but no foolery. And I say it all serious. Lavelle, I hope your friend wows us tonight. Because go ahead, I'm gonna give you 20 seconds. Go.
All right, boom, boom, boom. This is Stella Kashif coming in. Found him in VA. He had a showcase with our good friend TC, and he was the best performer that night.
No, that's not here. That's not the person.
Stella should be backstage.
I don't see them. I'm doing one more person.
That's who it should be. If Hunter ain't back there.
How you gonna tell me? The person said
I don't know.
Bars.
I don't know what it's. I don't know. Just let me.
Okay, who's this here? Hello, who's this? What's your name? Hello?
That's Vaughn. Okay. That's Vaughn. That's Vaughn.
That's Vaughn Bars.
That's what I said.
Vaughn Bars. Well, I don't know where's Stella at. He was backstage.
This is my last one. He never came in.
Hold on. Vaughn Bars, you already know. Sony, Rock Nation. It's been a little while, man, but he's back on the scene. Stepping in with the show. And he got a couple singles hitting the street soon. I hope his audio is good.
His audio is awful. What's going on? Ma'am, can you hear me? Hold on. Ma'am, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you guys. I think it's a little bit of I guess an echo. It might be like the microphone on the computer or something.
Yeah.
That could be what it is.
Now, listen, Artie, if you was in the waiting room, look, patience is everything. I can't stop a live show because Tatiana was here at 6:30. Brianna was here at 6:45. That's all about. That's what I mean. You can say what you want. Charlie, am I right?
Yes.
Artie come in early. Mims, can you call us and say 7:30, right? Mims even called, but that's not here or there. But Vaughn Bars, what's up with your audio?
Yo, what's up, dog?
Okay, Lavelle, can you hear me?
I can. He's probably out. It's sunny outside or some wind or I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I'm gonna play the music. What can I play? Because his audio is awful.
I'll play no more.
Okay.
Vaughn Bars no more. Yeah.
Good luck. What's going on?
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
That's better.
You know what? Marty, play NASCAR. Right, play NASCAR.
NASCAR. What's up, y'all?
NASCAR. All right, that's better.
Yeah, okay. It's the case, man. I got the case on the joint. This is why I'm hot. You feel?
There you go, man. What's happening?
Yes, sir.
Where you dialing in from?
What's up, dog? What's up, Marty? What's up, big dog?
How you feeling?
I'm all right, Chief. Charlene, how you doing?
Rumor has it you don't like me. That's what I heard.
Who, me? Nah, we already been there before. You know my skin is leather. I ain't that. You know that.
Okay. Where you down in from?
Queen City, Charlotte, baby.
Okay, shout out to Charlotte. Are you familiar with our friend here? Are you familiar with him?
You talking about MIMS?
Yes, sir.
Stop playing, Marty.
I don't know.
Come on, man. Yeah, you know I know MIMS, man. Like, why you talking like that? Just that's your boy. You know, you ain't got. Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm gonna play this clip. Can someone please send me Vaughn Bars record because I don't know where it's at. Y'all gotta communicate.
I got you.
I want. All right, so let me play this here, and then hopefully.
So Anthony, how can I make this work and get him on the record with you and JX Hines? How can we make this work?
You better come on now.
Okay.
Send your music to Marty A. Johnson.
Bye, y'all. Anthony Hamilton.
Well, we are just now leaving the venue. Marty A. Johnson here.
I look tired.
Moonshine Lavelle.
Oh my God.
Hunter came on the show. He tapped in, and voila, he was with our friend Anthony Hamilton. So if you're an artist, Hunter, what they need to do?
Crazy. MartyAJohnson4@gmail.com. Y'all know what it's in. Johnson Show's making it happen, man. They're putting opportunities on for the artists.
You want to follow us? Just hit Charlene up. Tell them again, please.
Charlene_Monet on Instagram.
What's yours?
Boom Sound Factory, man. Y'all type into that. At Hitman Hunter.
Look, sing your best work, please. And you can come here with us for 100. Right now, you see we're backstage. Remember, top tier artists only. If you're in your feelings, it's definitely not the platform for you. So tap in Tuesday night.
You remember the guy Hunter? You remember him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, 1,000%.
But first, he told me, he said to me, I'll take Hunter. He said, oh, Mims DM me. I said, did he DM you or you DM'd him? Because we don't have a problem. He said, no, he DM'd me. I said, okay, because I'm going to check.
Yeah, I send a message periodically to check in, but okay. I definitely want to connect him with some producers that are up this way. He was in Maryland, a VA, right? If I'm not mistaken, he's close.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I've had a hectic last 4 or 5 months, so.
Mims, no explanation needed with us. You are good.
All right.
There's no explanation here. We gonna look, Charlene. There's no explanation needed, huh, Charlene?
None whatsoever.
Okay. I need this record, please. What's going on?
Marty, my bad. This search NASCAR should pop up in your search in your email. I know it's deep in there. I'm trying to find it myself.
Okay. Mims, what's next on the horizon?
Fatherhood. That's it. Charlene, you know I speak all the time, so I'm always my goal is to just be present in my son's life. So I mean, everything I'm doing is just honestly for that, to be able to take the time to spend with him. So same old same. I mean, obviously entrepreneurial stuff that I'm working on. There's a few things in the pipeline, but really other than that, my biggest focus is just him. That's it.
Big.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, I have a couple of records. The one y'all have me on, I don't have it. You got to re-forward it to me.
All right, I'm about to just send you this version here.
Anyway, Vaughn, what record is going to wow Mims away that I'm going to say this? I'm actually the same scenario I asked the ladies here. Hope my problem already is don't tap in. We can just see our good friends here. So I wasn't going to let you on. We need more consistency out of you. Build with us. I say this all the time.
I got you. No, we already been there before. So, the NASCAR joint.
Okay, I have it. In 15 seconds, tell me the vibe of it that's going to make me, it's going to wow me.
I'm an original country boy from South Carolina, original, Georgetown area, and I rap. So I got something called country. Got for y'all, genuine country outside boy. It gave me my feel for this. I like fast cars, classic, old school, and I'm bridging that NASCAR gap and showing them we in our community. I'm warming this up to them. You know what I'm saying? They think it's not there, but it's there. We just need the catalyst. I'm looking for the catalyst.
Okay. Your audio is horrible, but let me play the record. Hopefully it is. So Charlene, is it me?
No, it's not.
Audio.
Right now, do I am?
Hold on. Good luck.
The beat goes on. We're back in that live bar. Go grab me a beer while you're at it. When I said, give me two of them back. Hey, bitch, I'm in the drop top. Bitch, I need a lot. Bitch, I got a fat top. Hey.
Okay, that's not me. That's not me. It might be me. My apologies.
How does he have that version? That's the very first version. He should have the video version.
That's a full song though. But
is it?
Yeah, that's a full song.
Got the video?
No. That's just a dirty fool.
Is this on YouTube, y'all?
It's exclusive. All the package that you had, that's the exclusive stuff that he had. You can pull up the old one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the one I got. I have the visual though, but you have to
Drop
download that and play that. I have the new visual record, but it's the video.
Yeah, all right, Marty.
I'm not playing no video.
I know you're not playing it. That's why I said like, I had that version. I just wanted him to hit that NASCAR. That's it.
Hold on, rep. I'm doing like Tatiana. Spit me something real quick. Go.
Candy paint dripping off that 6'4". That's okay, kind of hard. You better sit low. Bend corner, double back on the window. Now I ain't on no bullshit. I'm with my kinfolk. Put your elephant in the air. Let the wind blow. My family matters. I ain't talking Eddie Winslow.
It's audio. I do apologize, but let me try to give you some justice. The only thing is me.
Bitch, I'm in the drop top. Bitch, I need a lot more. Bitch, I got a fat top. Hey, shit, I'm in a fast car. About to come in NASCAR. I be high as NASCAR. I bet you won't pass it. Bitch, I know man. Shit, you can drag it. Hey, bet you can drag it. Like we're married. By the way you look at it. Look, I'm on, yeah. I've been pulling on, yeah. I've been in the zone, yeah. Y'all nigga, my phone, yeah. I'm rapping my phone, yeah. You cut like a no, yeah. I'm in the game since I came up out the womb. Told my mama and my daddy I'm gonna play it by the rule. Came up thugging in them trenches, bring my family raised the roof. I got a 40 with extensions for the haters full of two. So I'm quick in a man cool. Got some haters going through. I need 100 of bands too. I need to get that wall through. I stop on that rich and Billy, I'm in love with you. You ain't gon' play me like no fool. Got plenty since they come from school. Bitch, I'm in the drop top. Bitch, I need a lot more. Bitch, I got a fat top. Hey, shit, I'm in a fast car. Got to come in NASCAR. I be high as NASCAR. I bet you won't pass it. Bitch, I know man. Shit, you can drag it. Hey, bet you can drag it. Like I'm married. By the way you look at it. Think out in the hood. Take it out in the hood. Slide out in the hood. Gotta get out of the hood. I'm taking all the hood. I know shit that's a good test. Remember the hood, let it all there. We can chat like I'm for there. Like some shit, hold this one there. I'm ready for my homeland. Blessing for my lady. Family know we made it. Yeah, I can tell it daily. Stressing out my baby. Getting to this cake. It's my dog hood. Kept it trilling. We in Hollywood. Man, we good. Kept it gangster. Still ain't off the hook. Baby, please. You play with me.
You getting too much airtime. Okay, thank you.
Y'all got something different. Y'all got something different in that water there in North Carolina, man. I tell you, y'all brothers. Nah, I know a lot of artists that out there that are like dope. That record is fire, man. That's a dope record, man. Fire record, bro. Word. It sound like I don't. It was another artist on it. Sound like Thugger for a second. I don't know. It gave me that vibe, but is that all you?
Yeah, that's me, man. I used to battle rap, so I would transform and do all of that. So, but I'm like country boy. So that was me. Always giving myself a feature on my own tracks. You know, sometimes I keep it consistent. Sometimes I feature myself on my own track, and I gave myself a feature.
That was raw, bro. That was raw. Nah, something different in y'all water out there. That's fire, for sure.
Appreciate that, Carolina, all over.
Word, nah. That's
Go ahead, Charlene.
What? It sounded good to me. It sounded good to me. I love this flow. This flow was really nice.
Yeah.
I stand by what I said about him, and there's no secret. From when I met him in December, I'm going on May. I feel like I'm still at the same point in December. He's not consistent enough for me.
I'll say this: that record was hard. So
it was.
You know. I mean, his. All right. So let me just.
Friends here, don't get around the bush.
But nah, but you know, I think here's the truth, right? So, and you can't win everybody. I'm gonna start by saying that you can't win everybody over. I don't think the job in life is to win it. But if the only lack in it is the consistency, and Marty, you feel like that's an issue. I feel like that's fixable as an artist as long as you just dot your I's and cross your T's. But because here's the truth, right? The reality is that I've been in scenarios, especially as a New York artist, where you talk about a record like This Is Why I'm Hot. There's really no content in that record. There's no lyrical content in that record. I didn't overwrite it. I didn't overthink it. And there was a lot of situations where DJs were reluctant to play in it because it didn't fit their format. But because of the relationship I had with them,
there you go.
They showed love because they wanted to see me win. So I think sometimes, you know, the music will speak for itself in many cases, but then for those instances that it don't, then that professionalism will definitely carry you. So, but I mean, without a doubt, like I think that record is super, super duper.
Mims, you said the same exact thing I said. I guess
I just said it the nice way.
Yeah,
right?
You said it a nice way. I just said, I said, don't force this on me. I was like,
yeah.
Do you build me? I'm gonna say this and I'm hanging up on it. I'll say it again. If he would have did what I asked him to do when I first heard this record, in November, December from last year, him and I would be in a whole different conversation if the business was right. Bye, Vaughn. Hopefully we'll see you again. With that being said, and we'll go back to square one. The rest is up to you. Goodbye. You're welcome.
Vaughn, dope music, Vaughn.
Appreciate you, man.
Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting with dope music. Mims, I can talk to you till midnight, but I know it's daddy duties and all that stuff. Artists, pay attention. Stay out my inbox. This is our good friend. You can see he wants to keep coming back.
yeah, no, for sure. We got to figure that out. I need to be number one. Who is number one, by the way? Come on.
Take a guess.
Anthony Hamilton?
No. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Last year I did my top five people of.
I did see this too.
Yeah, and you was tied for number 2 of my top 5 moments of 2023. I'm sorry, 22. Excuse me. Right.
Yeah.
112 has been here the most.
That's right. I did see that.
And guess what happened? Guess what happened? I said, because I told Mike this. I told Slim this. Sorry, last week. He said, how many times have I been on the show? We've probably been on it the most. I said, yeah. And Make It So Bad, Mims, I'm seeing them this weekend, so I count that too.
It's like
you in New York, I count that.
We're gonna catch up. I'm putting because I like to record things, and then when you play it back in 7 years, my comment about the golden era of female musician music is going to be this 10-year span from 2020 to 2030. So I got 7 years to just keep pushing that narrative. You know, and all the ladies you've had on this show, and I mean, it's weird because I don't want to call anyone what I know in today's world. You gotta
Tatiana,
be cognizant. No, but I'm saying you gotta be cognizant about the pronouns. So I don't want to keep using. I want to be sensitive to people. I don't whatever they identify as. But I will say this: women musicians are at the forefront of the game right now. This is the time to capitalize. 100%. So.
So look, he's not going there. We're going to see him this year. You heard it from the man himself. Me and Charlene will be there. I don't know about that.
You gotta stop. I'm about to campaign it. Stop. Saying that.
Mims, y'all do not listen. If you're trying to tap in on the Marty Johnson show with our good friend, do not inbox him. Mims, what they need to do? I'm hanging up on you.
Well, you got to go. I'm gonna tell you right now, and I say this because these are my people. I love them to death. If Marty and them bring me something, if the family here brings me something, just make sure that you always go through them. To get to me, they have access to me. It's not an issue, and I'm not the end all be all, but I like to follow protocol. I'm very respectful of people's time and business, and this is a business still. So at the end of the day, Marty, Charlene, Lavelle, they all know how to get in contact with me on the personal side. So yeah, for sure. Marty A. Johnson 4 at Gmail. Other than that, and then we could we'll hopefully I'll see you guys here in New York, whoever you bring it up.
Yes.
You heard that, right? We're gonna bring people to New York to see him. Bye, man. Congratulations on everything. I'm gonna see you this summer anyhow. We're gonna talk. I want to see you before we go to the verses, and because we're going to verses September. Hold on, verses is September the 8th. So,
Madison Square Garden, from what I'm hearing, huh?
Look, if I bring you there, I think we can get all in there.
Yeah, I might have to be in there myself for sure.
We're gonna talk. Thank you, man. Be careful and all that. We're gonna see you this summer anyhow. We're gonna be talking anyhow.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
I said the same thing. I guess when I say stuff, Charlie, I guess when I say stuff, they say the same thing I say. They say the same thing I say. Where's Tatiana? Let me start with Tatiana. Tatiana, so look, I want to remind everyone, because of the Marty A. Johnson show with LaBelle and Charlene, this young lady right here got a movie offer, courtesy of us.
One more time for.
Thank you.
Let's congratulate Tatiana in advance. But she came on the show. She tapped in. We got to know her. We used some of our resources. And LaBelle and Charlene, I always say this, it's not always about the music. How many times I keep saying that?
10% music, y'all.
They said, she said, we like her attitude. She fits the role. I'm gonna tell you the role now. Here I go. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you the concept. I read the script. Cute. It's real cute for you. Mama Bear, you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I read it was two scripts I read. Asian, I hope you're on here. I said no. Because I need to make sure they can focus her as an artist. She said, oh, okay. The second is about these sisters. Sisters are three or four females. They all have an up-and-coming record label they're trying to put together. And right now they have a hair salon. They have a hair salon, and that's their main source of income. But they're still trying to, hustle and bustle. And they got the shampoo girl, what they want you to do. They got all these little hood girls and all these girls, kind of like a beauty shop. All these girls and up-and-coming singers not paying the shampoo girl no mind. And the shampoo girl is doing Auntie's hair, Charlene, on the hair dryer. Then the shampoo girl starts singing. They will say, girl, you singing? Let's sing. Okay, Mama Bear, how did that sound?
That sounds very exciting.
Terrell, I'm going to sing y'all the script in the morning. The filming is May 21st in New York. Okay. What do I need a line for? Hold on.
You said May 21st?
I think May 21st. If you can't make it work, she said she can work around the scheduling.
Oh, no, we're going to make it work.
Look, that's what I like. I'm Tatiana. Oh, no, how's your grades? Because how's that work?
My grades are good. I'm actually doing very well in school, so.
or she would not be doing anything.
No, but congratulations on order. And like I said, you heard from the man himself. As a finish, we're trying to take our artists to the finish line. And Mama Bear, you see what our friend said. It happened last season, and it's going to happen this season. Taking artists to the finish line. And I want to see you there.
Yes, sir.
And I don't care if I have to bring 5 artists with me because I'm going to do it. What's your social media? Them hanging up on you.
My social media is Tatiana_music on Instagram and Facebook, and also TikTok.
Ooh. Congratulations. Let me go. Who's next? Who came in second? Hi.
Hi.
How was tonight?
It was good. If I could go back, I'll play Complete Me.
Mm-hmm. So, listen to us. Like I said, LaBelle, let me go with LaBelle. LaBelle, tell them we're not trying to beat artists down.
No, man, to be honest, this show is one of the only shows that kind of puts the harsh realities of the industry in your face, and we're keeping it light. That's the beauty of this show. Once you get through that, build with us, it's kind of smooth sailing from then on, But only the strongest survive. So you're a strong artist. I think you can do it. Just keep the consistency up and the quality.
Thank you.
And another thing I would like to say, if you don't mind, Marty.
Go ahead.
You ladies coming on, just like MIMS was talking about in 7 years, he said.
Yeah.
Coming back to this mark, you guys will always have this if you're consistent, and it'll show your growth each time you come on. It's a recording of your growth and where you came from. So take that into consideration too when you guys come in, because it's going to be a reflection of you, and you're going to be able to look back on this and be like, wow, I've come such a long ways.
And side note, look, I'm thinking LaBelle and Charlene. Remember when we first started doing this show? Like I said, I done a show with some other folks. Shout out to them. But you see how it evolved from. I would say we evolved from back then till now.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, we surely have.
Yeah, it's morphed a lot.
Yeah. I tell this all the time. We can compete what's out there. Someone told me, never mind. I ain't gonna give her no airplay. No. Some people don't realize, no shade. We're all the way outside, and some people just playing in the backyard. This ain't a game here. This ain't a game. Andromeda and baby girl, I don't know if your baby daddy or your friend or your dude on here. Baby girl, we're not trying to beat you up. We're not. This is just what it is.
I know, and I actually really appreciate it because I know I have a lot to work on and to grow from. So I really appreciate you guys like just telling me how it is.
Okay, the record that you had, the record that you played, it reminded me of your talent. I want you to give me 2 strong records like this. I want Alon to do this, but I think you can pull it off too. You may not know the name of this record, but I'm gonna give you a vibe, and I want you to next thing, because the producer that you worked with, he gave you good quality. He gave you good quality from what I remember from that one record that we just heard. It was real good quality. This is a record. LaVelle Shirley may not know this. It's a record called "Sucker for Love." It's called "Sucker for Love," and I think you can pull it off. It's real poppy. It's real edgy. It's real R&B-ish. It's something for everyone, and I think you can pull it off. Just let's say not saying cover it, but to give you a sound like that, and it's timeless. And the group was called Danny the King. Just remember,
Gotcha.
if you come next week, you thank me later. Terrell, either her do it or Alon can do it. Y'all girls, look up "Sucker for Love." Either you can do it or her can do it. Get a sound like that. I promise you I can get you a meeting. Seriously.
I believe you. I'm gonna check it out. Thank you.
Wow.
Who's next? Hello. Bombard.
What's up, dog?
Charlene, what do you want to tell him, Charlene? Charlene, did we hit it on the head, Charlene, with him?
I think so. But he's a really talented young man. I will say that. And like I said, I love NASCAR. I really do. It's a really nice song.
Yeah.
Like Marty was saying, just build. Just build.
Yeah. And another thing, I'm gonna say this. I think from what I heard, the building part, the administration side of you, it makes all your stuff look effed up. I ain't gonna cuss because that underage child's on here. The record's not ready. I'm scuffling looking for it. When Terrell, I'm just using a prime example. One, I didn't know you was coming on here, which is fine. When Terrell have his people come on, Terrell automatically resends the record to me. Whether it came on last week, 5 weeks, Terrell, thank you, Terrell. He'll go ahead and resend it because trust me, I got a whole lot of best friends when they see MIMS on here. Charlene, does that happen all the time?
All the time.
No, but the building part is 100% genuine. And I'm already looking at 2 other people already. If Hunter would have came on, I'd have really never mind.
He'll reach out to you.
I'm sure he will. I know he will. But anything we taking away from that, like I said, NASCAR is a good record. Like we said, a good record is only 10% of it. When Tatiana came on, I said the whole story about her. Now look, now she's about to shoot a movie, and I got the contract. I do got the contract.
It's true.
Look, what I need to laugh for, so I said all the time. That's the announcement. I gotta get. What's your social media, sir? And I'm hanging up on you.
Von VON _ BARZ everywhere. Von Bars.
Brianna, what's yours? That's yours right here.
My Instagram is right there. It's Brianna Ray Music. Music is spelled MUSIK.
And side note, ladies, LaVelle and Charlene is my witness. I want to remind you, we are going back to LA. And within 30 days, LaVelle and Charlene, remind him that hold on, let me do this, and I'm gonna tell them I gotta show up now. This is next week, y'all. Oh, sorry. Next week, Shanice is coming. Y'all know who Shanice is? I don't think they know. Look, LaVelle, can Shanice make a phone call, whether you hip hop and R&B or whatever?
Oh, she got you covered.
Charlene. Charlene,
Yes.
when Shanice, like, when we saw Shanice in concert, didn't she have some artists open up for her?
Yep.
Yes, she did, and they were amazing.
Hip hop, R&B, everything.
They were amazing.
And,
But of course, she took the cake though. She came out and it was on. It was on.
she said, this is my show. Here. Let me play
showed
this.
out. And she did.
We love Shanice here. And I gotta play that clip for her. Because she's our people's. This is next week.
On the Marty A. Johnson Show, join us with our good friend, singer, songwriter, actress, multi-platinum recording star, Shanice. She's gonna be here on the show. We want to catch up with her, find out about brand new music, and much more. Remember, Tuesday, 7:30, Facebook Live and YouTube, Marty A. Johnson Show with Shanice. See you there.
And this is a good relationship. I know her for 15 years. Hey, Elise. Elise even asked me, have you met her in person? I said, girl, don't be shady. Hey, Elise. I'll see you. We'll see you in we'll talk. Elise, I'll call you after the show. So Tatiana, I want you to meet Shanice next week. Ladies, y'all need to give me 2 strong records. We're gonna come on a little bit early because I want to make sure your lighting's good, the record's good, everything is in position. So if you come on at 9 o'clock, I'm not gonna play. This is Lavelle, is that right?
That's fair.
I gotta respect people's time. I gotta respect the people that came in on time. Tatiana's here early, so never mind. Charlene, what's your social media?
You guys can catch me on Charlene_Monet on Instagram. Also Charlene F. Pridgeon on Facebook.
Oh, Charlene, who are we gonna be at this weekend? Tell it.
Oh gosh, we're going to Norfolk, Virginia, you guys. We're gonna catch up with the group Silk and who else is on the
Silk, 112, High Five, Bobby Brown, Soul for Real, and someone else. And we're gonna be backstage.
Yes, a lot of those guys are really good friends of the show. So we're gonna go and have a great time this weekend in Norfolk, Virginia.
We'll be there. With her new backdrop. Lavelle, where's your social media?
That's fire. We next. Now y'all tap into the Boom Sound Factory, man. Pushing this Project Pat joint is going crazy right now. This Kodak Black joint about to start pushing. All the artists trying to get the songs from point A to point Z. Tap into the Boom Sound Factory.
Ooh, and don't forget, we are going to I'm going to Versus.
Yeah.
Lies. Charlie, you coming, right?
This dude.
Of course, we are going.
Stop saying that.
We are going. Marty, what is the day today? I told you this is going to happen. I said, it's going to come a day when the bell says, stop that.
Stop. Just stop it.
What? I just said, I'm going to be.
Stop. Like,
okay. So Lavelle, I hope you look. We gotta go. We hope Lavelle's with us in LA. He's supposed to be coming. Charlene too. If not, I got 2 other people in the chambers ready to go because we gotta keep the show moving. But I still love him though. But look, follow Lavelle, follow Charlene. No, we're going to the finish line. Okay, Charlene. Last question: who do you think gonna be at the finish line? Who's gonna be at the finish line besides me and you?
KT's gonna be there. Tatiana's gonna be there.
And who else?
Hunter's gonna be there.
Hold on. If you had 2 artists to pick right now, who'll be at the finish line? Let's record this moment. If you had to pick right now, who's going to the finish line with us?
KT and Tati.
Ooh, Lavelle, finish line. If it's happening right now, who's going to the finish line, Lavelle?
I'm sticking with Hunter.
And who else? That's it. That's Hunter.
Hunter and KT.
So look, artists, that's up to y'all. Anything subject to change. I know KT got a slot off the bat. Hunter, you in there? This Hunter, we like Hunter too. Hunter, yeah, I need Hunter in there too. I'll bring 3 or 4 if I have to. Bye, y'all. Follow Lavelle and Charlene. Thank you, MIMS. And tap all the way in. This is Marty A. Johnson. Please follow Lavelle and Charlene. Bye, y'all. Great show, y'all. And come early next week, please.
Yes.
I'm about to get a call after this, so let me go.